Imagine this. You're trapped in a room with no exits, and the walls are lined with mirrors. Every reflection shows a different version of yourself, some twisted in agony, others eerily calm. The deeper you stare, the more the faces warp, until you can't tell which one is real. This is the paradox of pain. The more you resist it, the tighter its grip becomes. Why does suffering intensify when we fight it? Why do the mind's deepest manipulation techniques, self-deception, repression, denial, only feed its power? The answer lies not in escape, but in a truth so unsettling, it rewires existence itself. The torment doesn't come from pain itself, but from our refusal to let it be. Schopenhauer saw it first. Suffering is woven into the fabric of will. The more we crave relief, the more we suffer. Nietzsche called it the will to power, but what if the real tyranny is the illusion of control? Jung warned of the shadow. The pain we bury only grows in the dark. And Frankl, who survived the camps, knew meaning isn't found in avoiding agony, but in facing it without flinching. The mind's greatest trick? Convincing us that pain is the enemy, when resistance is the true prison. This silent war against pain distorts everything. Cognitive biases whisper that happiness means the absence of suffering, yet the happiest cultures often embrace struggle as sacred. Neurologically, fighting pain amplifies its signal, like pressing a bruise to test its ache. Society worships comfort, numbing the symptoms while the disease spreads. Addiction, dissociation, a generation terrified of feeling. But what if this avoidance is the very mechanism of our captivity? Like a man starving because he refuses to chew, we weaken ourselves by denying the nourishment hidden in endurance. The real cost? A life half-lived, flinching from the very friction that forges strength. The escape begins where fear ends, not in conquering pain, but in surrendering to its lesson. Schopenhauer's razor. Cease screaming into the void and listen. What if agony, like a stern teacher, holds the wisdom you've been fleeing? Stoics trained in voluntary discomfort to disarm fate's blows. Buddhist monks sit with burning legs until fire becomes air. The rebellion is not a battle cry, but silence. The moment you stop asking, why me? And instead ask, what now? Flip the script. Your suffering is not a curse to outrun, but a sacred text waiting to be read. Here is the sublime secret. Pain is the chisel, and you are the marble. Every strike that seems to break you is sculpting a form too vast for your old self to imagine. The deepest wounds birth the keenest sight. Nietzsche's abyss that gazes back is your own unrecognized depth. This is the alchemy Schopenhauer promised. The will that shatters you is the same will that rebuilds you, but only if you stop clutching the pieces. Let go. The fire that burns is also the light. Now, what will you create from the ashes?